Our mobile phone carriers know a lot about us. If you're like me and you carry around one of these in your pocket every day, everywhere you go, chances are, just like me, they know about everything. In 2021, at least for me, carrying around a smartphone is much less of a luxury as it is a necessity. Between personal communications, business communication, required apps, navigation, second factor and multi-factor authentication, having a smartphone and carrying around everywhere is almost, again, a necessity. So when your mobile phone carrier decides that they want to collect, store, and sell even more of that information they have on you, you tend to take notice. On the surface, you might think, who cares what Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile collect and know about me? And on the surface, I'd be inclined to agree. However, unfortunately, a lot of the information they have collected has not stayed privy to just them. In the past few years, all of the three major US carriers, Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, have either been victims of or belligerents in some serious security incidents. In those security incidents, they've exposed the personal information of their subscribers, of you and me. That data has been available to the general internet as well as potentially malicious third parties. We've seen malicious third parties take that data and use it in scary profiling, phishing attacks, simulations, SIM swapping, and other advanced attacks. Unfortunately, what we've come to realize is the only real way to protect your data is to prevent your carrier from collecting it in the first place to the best of your ability. For T-Mobile subscribers, starting on April 26th, 2021 of this year, T-Mobile intends to begin a new program of even more advanced data collection and sale. Thankfully, T-Mobile USA has made it easy to opt out. What we want to do today is take just a few minutes and see how easy that is. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's get into it. Thankfully, T-Mobile USA didn't make this too hard. The first step is pretty obvious. We want to log into our T-Mobile account. We can go to t-mobile.com and do that, and then go to login. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and log in here. You might need to provide your username, password, and multi-factor authentication token. Okay, now that you're logged in, the next step is to go to a second and separate URL. You can see at the top t-mobile.com/privacy-center/our-practices/privacy-policy. You can find the link for that down in the description. Essentially, what we're doing here is we're going to need to follow two simple steps. The first one here, under the heading, here's what you can do, we want to select the link that's appropriate to the carrier we signed up for when we start using T-Mobile. Is that T-Mobile, Sprint, or Metro by T-Mobile? In my case, it's T-Mobile, so I want to go ahead and click on that. Go ahead and open up a new tab. And then here you'll see there's a heading, Advertising Analytics. Below you'll see blocked out my name and phone number. If you have a different name and phone number or for a different account, you can select a link there, select a different line. Otherwise, all you need to do is turn off these two buttons right here so that they both say off. Use my data for analytics and reporting, and use my data to make ads more relevant to me. Once you've done that, that step is complete. Next, back here on that privacy page, we want to go to this link here called Do Not Sell My Personal Information. Now this is a little confusing. If you click on this link here, it'll ask you to select your service. I'm not sure why Sprint is omitted here, but let's go ahead and select T-Mobile. And then here it's going to ask you to log in and make changes, but for some reason when I do this, it doesn't seem to work. I actually had to go back to my login page where we originally logged in. At the very bottom here in the footer of the web page, yes, those links in the footer of the web page, you'll see something called Do Not Sell My Personal Information. So when I click on that, it opens up this window here. I mean, maybe we get to this if we just go to the domain t-mobile.com/DNS. And if we scroll to the bottom here, we can see that it does detect that we're logged in, and we now have the ability to turn on two options here under Do Not Sell My Information. We can do it on this website or app, and Do Not Sell My Personal Information on websites or apps where you are logged in with this account. Presumably this is going to prevent, or I should say tell T-Mobile you don't want them selling your information when you're using your T-Mobile account anywhere, whether that's on the web or on your mobile phone. And so yeah, so once you click on those two, you go ahead and hit done. And that's it. It's that simple. If you need further guidance or that was a little too fast for you, you can find a link to my blog post in the description where I share with you both the links and have some easy screenshots you can follow. If you have any questions or need assistance, let me know.